ready to match the star. Nipsey Russell, Brett Somers, Gary Burghoff, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
And Johnny Olsen and friends. Don't they warm the cockles of your heart?
Yes.
Good.
Do.
They certainly do. Haven't seen you in a long time, Nips.
No, I've been away.
Nice to have you back.
Yes.
Is everyone all right? Are you all right, Richard?
Yeah, look at this.
What is that?
Haven't seen Minnie look that healthy for years.
Oh, is it Mickey? Now, wait a minute.
Oh, in his
That's
hair.
Minnie
That's
Mouse.
Minnie. That's a
Minnie?
that's
You don't
a
even know
dress.
what's on your chest.
Wait a minute.
I'll
Wait a
speak
minute.
to
Mickey Mouse
That's Minnie. Yeah, you're right.
wearing funny clothes. All right.
She's with child.
No, she's not. Now, what do you say we say hello to our two players here, Duff King and Paula Olsen. Duff King is our current champ. He has won a total of $2,850, and he's a pilot, and he lives in Hawaii.
That's right.
And how long you been in this area?
I'm just passing through.
Just passing through.
On my way back home to Hawaii.
I see. Yeah. Well, he's won one game, and Paula is challenging him, Paula Olsen here. And they've both had their first round question. She didn't do well with hers. He scored 2, and we got one more question for each of them in the second and final round. We'll see how this game turns out right after we see how this turns out. Hello there. All right. Push this button here and reveal our second and final round questions. Ask our challenger, Paula, to make a selection.
Since I did so well the first time, I'll take A again.
You don't want to break the spell, eh? Now listen to this, folks.
We're listening.
The mad scientist crossed an elephant with a parrot. And now he's got a parrot with a very long blank. Parrot with a very long blank. Crossed an elephant with a parrot.
No.
Now he's got a parrot with a very long blank.
What was that rumor about population growth 0? I haven't seen anybody show up over there who hasn't been pregnant in 6 months.
Yes, we've had a number of pregnant ladies over here in the recent weeks, haven't we? Paula, you're due in when, is it?
Beginning of August.
Beginning of August, I see. Okay, now we call on you, Paula. The mad scientist crossed an elephant with a parrot, and now he's got a parrot with a very long
Nose.
nose, she said. Elephant, parrot, long nose. Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
The elephant has a long trunk
I had an
type
uncle
nose.
who crossed a hen with a parrot. He's got a chicken that not only lays eggs, but hollers, "Come and get 'em!" Beak. Is it the same as the nose?
And nose is a match. There's one for Paula. What say you to this mixed marriage of an elephant and a parrot?
I say if you want to make it twinkle while you shake it, beak.
Beak. Okay. Okay,
Doesn't
Gary.
do anything but sits there all day on its perch saying, "Brownie with a sprinkler, brownie with a sprinkler."
Trump?
That's nose.
No.
No? Yes.
Oh.
Yes, no.
Did
What's
they give you
your
the buzzer?
nose?
What's that?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. You're a little quick with the buzzer there, weren't you, Gus? Wait until you get instructions. You must follow orders at all
I
times.
think he was commenting on my impersonation of a parrot.
That's it, yeah.
If Gary said trunk, is it all right to say suitcase? Would that be?
No.
Would that be pushing it?
That would be pushing it a
Well,
little.
I would like to have seen that parrot and that elephant get together. I can't imagine it, but I said beak.
Beak is a match? Okay. Paula's really doing very well with this question. Let's see how you treat this lady.
Always treat expectant mother with kindness.
Yes.
Albico.
El Bico. 5 for you. And now you, my dear.
How come Richard gets to speak?
come why?
I was wondering why Richard gets to sit with all the pretties and I'm up here with the uglies.
Hey, wait a minute. Speak for yourself, Tom.
Just hold that kind of talk there. Okay. That's 6 for you. Now, Duff King. You matched 2 people, the one in the Elaine position and in the Fannie position in the first round, which occurred the last time we were together. The Fannie position, yes. So therefore, the 2 of you ladies will not participate. Everybody else will. And listen carefully now. You've got to match the remaining ones to stay in the game. 4 of them. Smokey the Bear's girlfriend got a new fur coat. She got it by blanking Smokey.
Oh, I wish I were writing.
Well, write a little game for me then.
Okay.
Smokey the Bear's girlfriend got a new fur coat, Duff. She got it by blanking Smokey. All righty. Yes. Nipsey and Gary. Now, Gary, all set. Now, you got to match everybody. Duff King, here we go. Smokey the Bear's girlfriend got a new fur coat, and she got it by blanking Smokey.
Stripping.
You strip Smokey?
Give me that fur coat, right?
Stripping Smokey. He just stripped it right off his body and got a fur coat that way. Boy, that must have hurt. Give me that fur coat there. Nipsey, what do you say?
Well, I agree with Duff. A bear don't wear nothing but hair, so she got it by skinning him.
Skinning and stripping is a match, okay? Ha! Ho, ho, ho! What do you say there?
I say... Oh, I said stripping.
Stripping. That's 2. We need 2 more. Need 2 more.
I
Duff
figured he
King
was
is...
bare to begin with.
Yes?
So I said kissing and loving.
Kissing and loving. Paul Olsen wins the game. What do you have? Loving. Come on down, Paul. Hello there. Good luck. Got $100. Stand by for a moment. Well, sorry to see you go, Duff King, but you're not leaving empty-handed because you won 1 game for a grand total of $2,850. Pleasure to meet you, Duff. Thank you. Duff King. Okay. So long, Duff. Goodbye, Duff. That's it, Duff. So long.
And watch out for your duck in the door.
No, he's a very sweet fellow. He's a marvelous contestant. I'm glad he won some money. Now, you've got a chance to win a lot of big money here, but before we start the big money super match, let's have a word with our friends out there, okay? Here we are. Paula Olsen's won her first game. She's got her $100. Now she's going to try for over $5,000. Are you ready, Paula?
I'm ready.
Okay, we polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Summer blank. Now, the answer that audience gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and if you match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on over here for some help?
Richard?
Summertime, and the living is easy. Who asked you? Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Oh, yes.
Fannie, please.
Fannie.
Summer blonde.
What? Summer blonde. All right, we have to go with that answer because that was her first response. Summer blonde. And she said it with such confidence and enthusiasm. Summer blonde. And the audience went,
She's right. Summer blonde and summer brunette. That's what she's going.
Brett, how about you? Have you got one?
Yeah.
I got one about as good as Fannie's.
Yeah.
What about summer home?
Oh.
No.
Summer what?
Home.
What does
As in
that
winter
mean?
home, summer home. I'm rich, you know. I think in that
Oh, I
those
see.
terms.
All right, so you got summer home, summer blonde, and some never come around at all.
Fewer chosen.
That's right.
Be careful now, your baby be born naked.
And summertime. You want one of those, Paula, or have you got a better answer in your skull?
I'll take summertime.
Summertime. Okay. Summertime is the one we're looking for. Paula hopes it's up there under the $500 response. Well, we'll begin down at the bottom and reveal first the $100 response. Summer vacation.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, same thing. Sure it is.
Sure it is.
All right. Summertime is the one we're looking for. Here's the $250 response. Summer of 42.
What?
Now listen, that movie had a lot of impact. It certainly did on me, and obviously must have had on that audience. It was a marvelous motion picture.
Well, thank you. We're happy with it.
What?
I'm glad you enjoyed
When
it.
I did it, actually, and I was a brunette. Oh.
Yes. Last chance for summertime. Here's the $500 response.
You, big dog.
No jumping up and down. Stop that jumping up and down. Now listen, you promise now if you win the $500,000, you're not going to jump up and down.
500,000?
I mean the $5,000.
Oh, boy.
You all right? You calm down now?
I'm calm down.
Okay. Now, to collect the $5,000, remember, you have to match one head-to-head. This will have to be an exact one. Whom do you choose?
Richard.
Okay, face me if you would, please, Paula. Richard, this one's worth $5,000. Quick blank. Quick blank. Q-U-I-C-K blank. Quick blank. Now he's finished. Paula, we call on you for an answer what you think will match his. How do you feel in that blank? Quick.
Quick draw.
8 people applauded. Not bad out of 300. 8 out of 300 ain't bad. Quick draw, she says. Richard, for $5,000, may we see your answer?
Quicksand.
Quicksand. All right, audience, what would you have said? Quicksand. Okay. Well, listen, I'm sorry about that. You've got the $600, though, Paula. And you're still a champ. Yes?
No matter what, she'll never go away empty-handed.
She'll never go away empty-handed. That's true. Let's meet another player now. Here's Pam Landon. Hello there, Pam. Before you get on there, Pam, you know Paula. How is Pam Landon?
I'm fine.
Good. Are you happy to be here?
Yes, I'm
We're
thrilled.
happy to have her here. Aren't we happy to have her here?
You bet your blank.
Oh, where do you live, Pam?
I live in Miami, Florida.
Yep. You vacationing here or passing through? Or?
Visiting my mother.
Okay. We don't want all the personal details, but what do you do?
I'm a student, a
You
music
are?
major. Yeah.
Really?
Play piano and guitar.
Aha.
And I sing and write songs as a hobby.
Well, now that's fascinating.
And I'm single.
And you're single.
Don't watch it around here.
That's right. Okay, good luck to you, Pam. Shall we begin? Here we go. Pam, as a challenger, we ask you to make a selection.
Oh, B, please.
B it is. Here we go. New game, folks.
New game.
Marcia said, "You know, Harry, something about you reminds me of Tarzan." And Harry said, "What is it, my body?" And Marcia said, "No, Harry, it's the way you blank." No, Harry, it's the way you blank. Did you hear all that, Pam? Marcia said, "You know, Harry, something about you reminds me of Tarzan." And Harry said, "What is it, my body?" Marcia said, "No, Harry, it's the way you blank." All right, everybody ready up here. Did you finish, Gare? I can't see if your light is on or off. Yes, your light is on. Okay.
Well, you're not
All
funny.
right.
You might as well be polite, right?
Yes. There we go. Now we call on Pam Landon. Marcia said, "You know, Harry, something about you reminds me of Tarzan." And Harry said, "What is it, my body?" And Marcia said, "No, Harry, it's the way you blank."
You make love?
It's the way you make love. Tarzan, wasn't he very good in that department?
Like an ape, though. Didn't you say something
Oh.
about an ape?
No, I never said anything about an ape.
I don't know.
Did I say anything about an ape there? No. All right. Am I getting senile?
You're getting better.
All right, she says the way you make love. And what do you say?
Well, you know, Tarzan was never married to Jane, and that's what Cheeto was
Now,
like.
let's not start that again. Because he said that a couple of times, and somebody from Kansas City sent us a whole book and saying that they were married, and we've been through all that.
But not in the
and
European
folks, Tarzan
version.
was married to Jane. At least for the purposes of this show, he was.
Cheetah married them.
Right.
Cheetah married him?
Yes.
Then I'm
Rivera.
wrong. I thought he was a swinger. It's
She
the
said,
way
no,
you
Harry,
swing.
it's the way you swing.
Right.
The audience likes that answer. It's the way you swing. But it was kind of the same idea you had in mind, but his is a little more specific, and that's why we can't match them. Brett?
Well, swinger hammock.
Swing. That seems to be the answer. Gary? Oh, there's another swinger. Have 3 swinging Tarzans here. What do you offer?
I did the same thing. I'm sorry.
Swing.
You
Wow, would you have
scolded me
scored
and
with
I
that?
was right.
Yes. And you, sir?
Swing.
Swing. That's 5 swings, and do you make it 6?
Yes, I say that Jane's mother should have slapped her little face. I say swing.
Swing.
Right.
Okay. Now, Paula, we've got a question for you, but before we do that, we've got to do a little business, and this is it. Okay, here we go with the second half of round 1. Paulie, ready? This one is yours. After he returned from New York, George said, I took a walk through Central Park, and boy, was it cold. Even the blanks were wearing mittens.
The what?
After he returned from New York, George said, I took a walk through Central Park, and boy, was it cold. Even the blanks were wearing mittens. He's walking through Central Park, very cold. Richard's the first one finished as usual because he must have an IQ of at least 12 and a half. That's why he's the first one finished all the time. And he always gives good answers,
The rest
too.
of us.
I know what's really in the park, but I can't say it.
Well, that's okay. Just put that one in the slop there, and you'll be all right. Here we go now.
Wait a minute.
Shirley
Change your mind.
Woman's prerogative.
It's a woman's privilege to change your mind, but in your case, we'll make an exception. Yes, of course. Paul Olson. After he returned from New York, George said, I took a walk through Central Park, and boy, was it cold. Even the blanks were wearing mittens.
Muggers?
Muggers. She said even the muggers were wearing mittens.
Sure, in my neighborhood, a guy stuck up a bank and got mugged before he could reach the getaway car.
Muggers. There's one for Paula.
Well, of course, it made them hold their guns funny, but what the hell? Muggers.
Yes, muggers. Okay.
Hey, Paula.
Gary?
I hope you remember this a year from now when it becomes Mugger's Day. Happy Mugger's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Now, little girl, it's up to you.
New York has a terrible reputation, you know,
Yeah.
of having that, but it isn't true at all.
No.
Honestly, the park is full of rapists. Not muggers.
No muggers.
But I said muggers.
Muggers. 4 muggers. We're only kidding, New York.
It's not like that at all.
No, hardly. Richard?
Present.
Yes. Are you the muggy or the muggor?
I said
He's
swing.
the muggiest.
Oh, no, I said mugger.
You said muggers, too. There's 5. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
You said muggers, you
Now.
little devil.
Fannie, are you going to be difficult and not say mugger?
Well, born and raised in New York as I was, actually, it's your pigeons that are your real problem. However, I'm playing this game because I think it's important to match, and I said muggers.
There it is. That's 6. Now we're going to round 2, Pam, and ask you to make a selection.
Try A this time.
A, all right, here we go. Marshall Dillon said, I don't much like the new dentist. Every time he fills one of my cavities, he puts a notch on my blank.
What?
Marshall Dillon said, I don't much like the new dentist. Every time he fills one of my cavities, he puts a notch on my blank.
Easy.
Easy, very easy.
Sure, it's easy.
The dentist fills a cavity in Marshall Dillon's mouth. You see. All right?
That was the worst New York accent I've ever heard in my life.
No, I thought it was very
I don't
good.
want to hurt your feelings, but let's
Very
face
good.
it.
Oh,
You're limited.
right.
Wait till you see
Pam.
her answer.
Marshall Dillon said, I don't much like the new dentist. Every time he fills one of my cavities, he puts a notch on my...
Trigger?
On my trigger?
No.
I don't know.
A notch on the trigger.
A
Isn't
notch on the trigger?
What is the...
The gun?
What is the, The bullets
The
were
thing
the
you
bullets.
shoot with, honey?
The thing you shoot with is a gun.
Yeah, right.
The leather thing that holds it is the holster.
The gun.
The gun. Okay, gun is her answer, I guess. All right, what do you say?
Maybe it would have been trigger if it had been a little bigger, but it was the gun.
All right, there's one. What do you say, Brett?
I say son of a gun.
Gun. Got two, and Gary.
The joke was, put a notch on your gum. That was the
On
joke.
my gun! So, Paul Olsen wins again. What do you got? Gun, tongue. Miranda. All right, we congratulate you again, my dear. And you stand by for a moment. Pam Landon is going to leave us. It's a pleasure meeting you, Pam.
Thanks.
And a gift for you backstage, together with our thanks. Pam Landon. Goodbye, my dear. Now we got a little message for you, and then you hurry right back. You want me to stand here
Yeah, you
to say
look good
goodbye?
there.
We've never done this before.
No,
Oh, yes. No, well, listen, by the stars, then you got to cut the camera at 2, you see.
Are you planning to work
this is a new
alone?
shot. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that, well, we've killed it 25 seconds, so I guess it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Gene Rayburn, Match Game 75. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olsen speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.